So I'm going to be talking about 7 HR challenges in the manufacturing industry, 7 human resource challenges in the manufacturing industry, and some of the ways you could tackle them. Now, number one is shortage of talent. Now, the truth is that the human resource in retail or in the corporate world is very different from the manufacturing industry. In fact, the manufacturing industry in itself is completely different from every other industry. If you have not played in it, you most likely will not understand the peculiarities or the uniqueness of the industry. So like I said, number one is shortage of talent. Now, the manufacturing industry has a very solid type of perception. Now, most applicants or most job applicants typically will not tilt towards the manufacturing industry because it has this perception of not being clean, it has the right word to use. People see it as chaotic industry, a lot of unskilled labor, just a lot of drama. Some view the industry as having a lot of diabolical issues and things like that. So it has a very off perception. Now, one of the ways you could tackle it as the owner of a manufacturing company is that you have to be very intentional about the perception you create for your brand. You have to be very intentional about the perception you create for your brand, especially using the online space. So you have to use the online space to create a very positive image about your organization, not just posting about your product, post behind the scenes, post cleanliness, post fun time with your employee. Just post that, the perception that people see it and be like, oh, this is a very wonderful place to work in. See how the workers are happy and smiling. That kind of perception. Now, something you could also do is to outsource your recruitment. Now, you can't outsource your recruitment to any type of recruitment agency. Any recruitment agency that will handle recruitment for you must understand the peculiarities or the uniqueness or just the whole drama that happens around the manufacturing industry. For example, a HR person in a retail business or in the corporate world is completely different from a HR in the manufacturing industry. A HR person in the corporate world, it's all prim and proper, nice suit, looking crisp, looking nice, in your 6-inch heel. But the manufacturing industry, that 6-inch heel may not work because it's very handsome. It's very, very handsome. Human resource in the manufacturing industry is very handsome. So when you're outsourcing, ensure that the recruitment firm understands the manufacturing industry, in itself. Number 2 is communication barrier. Communication barrier. There's a lot of communication barrier in the manufacturing industry. This being that it has a lot of unskilled labor. So communication has to be done in a way that the person who we are talking to understands. Now, one of the ways you tackle communication barrier in the manufacturing industry is creativity. You have to be very creative and traditional in your approach. Now, in the manufacturing industry, you actually cannot just send an email and say, oh, dear L, dear L for which people? When most of the people who are working there, I don't have internet-enabled phones. I don't even have emails. Or the ones who even have email, probably forgotten their email address, or they're not just playing in that field. So one of the things that you could do is to communicate to their line heads and have their line heads communicate to their team in a way that they understand. Communication barrier in a way that you understand. So you have to be very, very traditional. One thing I did when I worked in manufacturing industry, because I worked there for a while, was that I used notice boards. So I will communicate to their line heads or their supervisor or the foreman, whatever you call them, so they can communicate to their people in the way they understand. So I also used to use notice board. So we had our notice board just around the entrance of the factory. So you just put it there, paste it there, and then those who can read, they will all gather around there. Those who can read will read it out to the ones who cannot read, and then they just talk about it, and it works well. But you see that sending email of there, no, it doesn't work in the manufacturing industry. It could work for the line head, it could work for the departmental head, but it doesn't work most times for the unskilled labor because most of them don't have internet-enabled phones, and some of them don't have email addresses. So those are the first that I've just spoken about. I will see you soon in the next series. Stay tuned to my page. Have a lovely day.